Looney Tunes Acme Arsenal for the PlayStation 2, released in 2007. This game was made by Red Tribe. They didn't make anything too noteworthy. And by all accounts that I have seen online, like I tried to go into this game as blindly as possible, right? But by all accounts, this is not a good game. Apparently, it was... Game Informer ranked this number 2 worst game of 2007. Oh boy. It's not a good sign. This game is by Red Tribe, and there is the next game we'll be playing on the retrospective, Duck Amuck for Nintendo DS. I've seen it somewhere described as a companion game to this one, but I don't know if it is related. Like, it's not by the same people or anything. And I think it's a completely different game, but I'm just putting that information out because it is something I've come across. Now, I don't know what to expect with this. I don't want this song. Hang on. Alright, Soul Blade. There we go. That was a fun game. Anyway, this game was released, it was on that very strange era where games were being released for the PS2 and for the Xbox 360. Which is like a game being released for the NES and the Genesis or something. It's very strange. Most notable game that follows that same pattern to me is Need for Speed Most Wanted, the original one, which is the best Need for Speed ever made. It's not available on the PS3, it's available on the PS2 and the Xbox 360, and the Xbox 360 copy is very freaking expensive. Now, this game was also released for the Wii. Now, the Wii version, we are ignoring it completely. Its aggregate critic scores are very low. By all accounts, it's just like the same game but worse, but because it probably uses, you know, motion controls for a gimmick, which makes it worse, obviously. Well, we've talked about that. People were arguing for innovation in video games. I think it just means that most games are gonna suck. Right? I think the best thing the Switch ever did to games on Nintendo consoles was go back to standard-ass controllers. Like the original Switch, it supports motion controls on the Joy-Cons. It supports aiming because there is an infrared camera, I think, on the right Joy-Con. It supports a touchscreen, but none of that is required or expected, so the devs just altogether ignored all of that. Good for them, because then Nintendo came with the Switch Lite, which does have the touchscreen, but still no one wants to use that. I think the only game that benefits from it is Mario Maker. Anyway, we're ignoring the Wii version of this game because it's like just plain worse. It's kind of like Force Unleashed. You have the PC version and the Xbox 360 version, the PS3 version, and they're all fun games, and then you have the weird-ass sibling, the Wii version, which is just shit. Did I lose my connection to chat? It says welcome to the chat room. If anyone said anything, I missed it. Sorry. So we are left with the PS2 and the Xbox 360 version. Now, those are the same game. The 360 version probably looks a bit better, slightly higher resolution, slightly better frame rates or something. Twitch has been having issues today. Twitch is having issues. The most stable platform... Yeah, no. Twitch is always having problems. Anyway, the 360 version is probably better, slightly, although it's the same game. And on the aggregate scores, it is ranked slightly higher than PS2 version, just slightly. I would prefer to play that version. But this game is not for sale on digital storefronts. I couldn't find a physical copy of this game to purchase. At least not for a reasonable price that would arrive in time. I don't think I could. I found it actually. And my 360 is not modded. I don't intend to mod it. So, you know, between playing this on an emulator for the 360, which might introduce issues, I just decided to go for the PS2 version. It's the same game. Alright, alright. I don't have a lot to say about this game. I don't know what to expect. There is Taz on the cover, and I like that it's called Acme Arsenal, implying weapons. Then you have Bugs equipping a weapon, you have Daffy equipping a weapon, and then you have Taz just being Taz. You can assume maybe he's holding a machine gun of image just down off the frame. Let's look at the back of the box. I'm not looking forward to this game. I don't think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be crap. Let's look at the back of the box. I would gladly be proven wrong. Now it already starts crappy because look at that coyote face. He's disgusted with being in this game. Not a big fan of the art style there. Too much shading on something that's supposed to look like a cartoon. I don't know. You can make it 3D and still decent. Back in Action for the PS2 was... No, we played it for the GameCube. That one worked well. It would still be better than toon shading, but I don't like this look for now. Bring out the big guns. Tag team with the Toons to stop the evil scientists from wiping out the past and destroying the future. Rocket through the ages. Oh, it's another time traveling 3D collectathon thingy. Explore Looney worlds and command an enormous arsenal of Acme weapons. You could look at this and okay, so Looney Tunes, a bunch of worlds, an arsenal of weapons. This could be maybe as good as Ratchet and Clank, maybe. It won't be. Play as Bugs, Daffy, Taz, Marvin, and more. You can play as Marvin. Oh, that's good. Oh, playing as Marvin is good. Now I can't... So that's Daffy Duck with a weapon that's about his size. That's pretty good. You have Bugs Bunny on the right, also carrying a very large weapon. I like that. Over 15 pick up and play Acme weapons plus a range of upgradable melee weapons. I don't know, on paper it sounds good. Here, Marvin. Take on the evil scientist solo or in 2-player co-op mode. Yeah, look, it's Marvin on the bottom. That scenery kind of looks okay. Man, if I looked at the back of this box back in 2007, I would be, you know what, this is probably fun. Good thing we have reviews, right? Because this would trick me. Battle your friends in Looney Arena Battle Mode. Okay, sure, whatever, throwaway feature. Race a jet scooter through space or wage battle in a sidecar motorcycle. So it's talking about two... it's probably the only 2 mini games it has. Like, it's like this big, huge feature, whatever. 1 or 2 players, it has co-op, that's a good sign. Memory card, analog control, vibration. Alright. Alright, I don't have much to say here. I'm curious, but I'm not holding my breath for this one. Alright, so let me pull this down. Let me grab my controller. Again, we're playing this on real hardware. Real freaking ass PS2 over there. And, yep. Game 91 out of 103. 14 games left to go, chat. Acme Arsenal. Start the timer. Oh, this era of Warner Brothers logo. It's really low volume. That's a bit better. That's a good logo slash intro there. The game Brio. I prefer this than them trying to do yet another Looney Tunes theme adaptation. Wait, so the song is fine. The title screen is very bare, but I like that blueprint background. Bucket of bird seed, get on catapult boulder. Light fuse. Right, it's very simple, but it looks alright so far. At least it doesn't have Comic Sans like the previous game. Select game. There is a bullet. Second screen already has a bullet. It's very violent. Hello there, Kibitz. Yeah, let me restart the capture just in case it desynced. Sometimes it desyncs. And I need to restart the capture while we are on this scene to make sure it's... Alright, Acme, cream pie. Alright, chat, we can choose how to be cream pied by Acme. No Looney Tunes save data present on memory card. Okay, I know. Are you saving? I do have a memory card, you're saving, right? So, story, battle, trophy options, input. Interesting. Cheats. Okay. Alright. So we're gonna do the story mode as usual. Go through the campaign. I presume we're gonna have some cinematics. Alright. You have not completed the tutorial. Going to complete it now. I guess. Okay, man, that interface is really small on the top left. That 3D is... Ah, man, back in action looked a lot better than this.
I knew I should have taken that left turn at Albuquerque.
Yeah. And then he turned on his own. After finished with the animation.
Well, come on. What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Okay. Okay. The camera controls with the right stick and you can zoom and turn so that...
Hey, I know you. You're that guy.
Then he just... Yeah, this looks unpolished as all fuck. Like the way he just snaps back into position. After that animation. Yeah, and again,
Stop steaming up my tail. What are you trying to do? Wrinkle it?
I'm not touching anything, and it's just snapping back and forth the rotation of the character. Those idle animations, it's the idle animations, they're not working properly. Okay, that animation is... Well, modern bugs, I suppose. Info, tutorial, 0 money. Okay, select doesn't do anything. R1, L1 don't do anything. L2, R2 don't do anything. I presume cross is gonna jump. It does. There is a double jump. It's just double, no triple. Okay. What was that? Shit. Circle is an attack with a melee weapon, apparently. Okay. Square. It's a single... Oh, it's a banjo. I think that's a banjo. So circle is like a AoE. And square is like just straight... Oh, there's a little bit of a combo. Oh. Okay, I can enjoy this. The comboing. Oh, and triangle is like an uppercut. You can charge it. And you can combine things, alright? Okay, this has potential to be fun. Those animations are kind of okay. Even if the 3D graphics are kind of lousy. I'm just telling you to use the different... Okay, this combat is kind of enjoyable. Okay, it exploded because it would be broken. Just teaching you different combos. This looks a bit broken. The AoE attack just pushes them back. It doesn't look like it does actual damage. Okay, I suppose that's the face of the evil scientist. Oh, if you do that, you can extend the jump a little bit further. Interesting. Ow. Okay, he got an arrow on his own face, apparently. And here's our first actual weapon. L2, R2. What? Checkpoint reached. What? L2, R2. I'm pressing L2 and R2. They don't do anything. I'm pressing both at the same time. I'm holding them. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't have the gun? Oh. Right, L2 changes the target if you're close enough, and then R2 actually shoots. Oh, glowing things. Okay, I think this is the tutorial. We got 24 Illudium. Tutorial bugs. The name of the stage is Tutorial Bugs. Outstanding. Again, it's pretty obviously unpolished, but it's not unfun. Let's see. Save, yeah, why is default no? Okay, it looks like it might not be a collectathon. It looks like it might be linear stages. Why is it taking so long to save? It was saving. Okay, story. It defaults to chat. It defaults to easy. I think I'm still going to put it down to normal, but it does default to easy, chat. I'm gonna put it on normal, but it's not a default. Lest we be warned. Mission. Wait, you can see everything? So we have all the stages listed already. Little Green Man with a Plan, we have these three. These two are locked. Camelot of Trouble is 2 stages locked. How the West Was Wonderful. Low Noon. Bonus content. Wild E Coyote Chase. You can start with the bonus content, it's unlocked. And we have the Old Devil, which might be Taz. With Taz stages. Bully for Porky. Deep Fried Porky. Peril Enough. Martian Fashion Explosion. Great Eggscape. Wacky Land. Big furry green bugs in the house. So I get the feeling that this might be like each one of these is a different character. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 characters? Maybe. This would be Marvin. Well, Marvin is not green, but who else would be green? Camelot of Trouble could be Daffy. How the West Was Wonderful. Maybe you play as Yosemite Sam. This is Wile E. Coyote probably. This is Taz. Porky. Feral. I don't know who that would be. Martian, but this might be Marvin. Great Eggscape could be level 1 Foghorn, maybe. Echoland is probably Dodo. Big furry green bugs in the house, it's probably Bugs Bunny. For the last one, we'll see. Whacktastic Robot Bash. The music is getting a bit old. Oh. No, you can choose. But Up, down, left, and right are not doing anything. I mean, you can choose to get a second character here. Select. I can't choose anyone else. Nothing happens when I press cross or up or down or anything. Okay, start. You start with bugs. We would have Marvin if we had 2 players.
I knew I should have taken that left turn at Albuquerque.
Oh dear.
Okay, Mac, start pounding.
Okay, so yeah, they have a storytelling device for which characters you have on any given scene. So this would be Bugs and Marvin. But we only have Bugs. Shortcut. Okay, I presume we don't have to do anything or find anything, just get to the exit, right? I think that might be the game. Frame rate was doing something there. Okay, it's not. It's still kind of enjoyable. It might get very repetitive though. Oh, it's supposed to be a kind of like a Lego game. Okay, okay. I got my bearings now. I was trying to... for some reason I couldn't pinpoint what it was supposed to be. It's a Lego game with a truckload of collectibles. It's going to get boring and repetitive, I'm pretty sure. Whatever, it's fine. Maybe if we die, we switch to Marvin? Let me know if the audio is distinct from the game.
Ooh.
Those voices are way out of balance. Yeah, they are. On purpose. I'm not gonna touch it, but it's weird. Yeah, I keep thinking it's some sound alert on my stream instead. I mean, it's very functional. It's just... it's going to be repetitive.
Eek.
The eek. Oh, there is a guy up there shooting at me. Shortcut? But I can't. Frame rate is... like it feels like it's stuttering. I wasn't doing that in the tutorial. This game might be alright with co-op. There is some lightning effects in the distance. Oh, very moody. The music...
Well, come on. What are we waiting for? Let's go.
It face planted with no sound or damage and just stood there. Well, maybe we took damage, I don't know actually. Oh, that door is hitting from the wind. You can't go there. If that's a door, I can't open it. Can I push this? Doesn't look like it.
How?
Stop complaining, Bugs. It's fine. It's all fine. What is that green bar? It looks like we're leveling up or something. I don't think I want to look at the manual for this game to actually understand what's going on. Kind of makes me wish we got another proper first-person shooter on this retrospective. The one on Duck Dodgers for the 64 was pretty good. Oh, it's a punching glove. Okay, I'm gonna change the... Let me do that. And then lower the volume for the other stuff. I hit the microphone, by the way. Typical. Oh, the melee attacks are still happening with the equipped weapon. Interesting. You have to be exactly at the level of the box to hit it. It's kind of weird. Lots of screen shake. Was that? I get the feeling that was open before.
How simply delightful.
Is that a scientist? Detour. This way up. What happened? Is this like a gravity changing thing? And I have to jump on that? One of the sides is different. I think I'm just gonna die here. Oh, the checkpoint led to that. And now I'm up here?
How simply delightful.
What happened? I was down there, I died, and the game put me up here. I think I was supposed to get up here somehow, because I did kind of unlock it. What's going on? I'm almost dead, by the way. Yeah, I don't understand what happened. I'm almost dead. Okay, you do get Marvin. Nice. He's very small, by the way. What is he using for? Oh, it's just his hands extending weirdly. Oh, when he's running, he does that, which is a nice touch, but that's not how it's supposed to look. But it's a nice touch. B for effort. Evil scientist. Good sign, so we know what we're doing. Oh, you have ledge grabs. Oh, freaking Tweety holding a checkpoint sign. Well, at least that means he's not playable.
Delightful.
You could have another line for the villain. He only says that all the time. Okay, these are health pickups. Also, the stages are very long from the looks of it. Sure, gonna have a timer at the end. We have been here for 11 minutes. Music is okay. At this point, I'm glad they're not trying to just do yet another rendition of the Looney Tunes theme. Okay. What? Did I already? I think I already activated. Oh shit, oh shit. Grab the weapons, see if I can shoot at it from a distance. Camera.
You admire me now. Have ignition.
Oh, I have full health, that's why I can't pick that up. So kind of like top secret, seriously. Okay. Oh, that's the stage. All right. Save? Yes. Yes, again. Yes, again. You have to say yes 3 times just to save your progress. And then it takes forever. Okay, so now we unlocked this one, but none of the others. So you can, it's weird, you can see every stage, but you have to play them in order. You can replay a stage, maybe for the collectibles. What does it show on trophy? Trophy, I have none. Okay. We can change the difficulty at any time from the looks of it. Right, next up, Plantastic Voyage. Can't change, so it's Bugs and Marvin again. No cinematic for this one. So it's one cinematic per world, so we're gonna have 11 cinematics. Plus maybe the final one. Like, there is a storyline to the game about the scientists wanting to take over the world and stuff, but in-game doesn't say anything.
Keen-looking lobby they got here.
I like how the robots, they're changing their colors slightly as they take damage. It's a very nice touch. Like, it's gray and it starts to get like yellowish as it takes more damage. Oh my god, his blunderbuss. Things to do today. Be evil, feed monster, roast Looney Tunes ancestors, erase. Raise Marvin the Martian, call mother, order milk and bread. Is that... that's the formula for sulfuric acid. H2SO4. I doubt that's relevant. How many times did I shoot this thing and it didn't die?
Ow!
I mean, as far as fighting goes, it's a lot more enjoyable and involved than Loons, which is just fighting. So kudos to them. They have better fighting in this game than in an actual fighting game. If they use like
How simply delightful.
these mechanics for that game, it would probably work a lot better. It does still get repetitive. Oh, you're still alive. Okay, I got his gun. Oh, some guns, they don't hit with them, they change back to their default weapons.
Yes, my evil plan is unfolding perfectly.
This sound modulation. Should have saved the weapon for that mini boss, I hadn't seen it. This guy.
Oh. A da dee dee Abracadabra.
What?
See you later.
No! Impossible! Unthinkable! And yet it's true.
And yet it's true. Why did... Okay, but... I don't see where it could go from here. Maybe I'm supposed to... Rabbit season. Do I just try to jump over there? Can I even reach it? I would be able to reach it. No, I have to redo everything. Ah, Jesus. Wish I had died and grabbed the checkpoint instead. Ah. Yeah, I think I can go, but he's going to shoot at me. What? It didn't... Is it somewhere else? Ah, it went away. It is that way because there's a checkpoint. Takes place over there. Unless we are supposed to keep going? No, it's going to push me off if I stay on top of that. My best guess is still this, though. Okay.
Ooh, I'm dying.
I finally make it!
Oh.
When you switch to another character, it's... It continues from where you're at, it doesn't go back to the checkpoint.
The finale.
It's 3D with a checkpoint. Caution, the spinner is an erratic enemy. Erraticas are made vulnerable if you visit them with a spin attack. Grumgander. Great game? It's not well reviewed. But it's fun. It's a lot more enjoyable than... You know, I'm happy it's not a freaking collect-a-thon for a change. I can't attack there because of the sign wanting me to read it.
My laser.
Can you just...
Phasing, action, and reaction.
But I do insist that I think the biggest problem with this game, why can't I pick that? Oh, you have to buy it.
This way.
Biggest problem with it, I think, is the... repetitiveness that's going to happen unavoidably because we're doing the same combos all over and over again. Checkpoint, yes, Tweety, thank you for letting me know. The checkpoint. That's very low res. Jesus! I don't know how to... Most of the time I can't even see them because of the camera.
And adieu. Oh no.
And then we go back to the checkpoint because we switched back to bugs. What am I supposed to do with these things? Maybe you jump and smash down like that. Oh, okay. Oh, if you hold down, it stays tracked on the enemy, even if you move around so you can strafe. Evil periodic table. Oh, not the normal one. I wonder what's the difference. Okay, up here, I think. Weak spot made of glass. Oh, the chin. Me, haha. Giant robot, okay.
Go Pip!
Excuse me? Hello there, Zofir. Why is it loading?
Thank you. Yes, my evil plans are
Necroing, my friend, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everyone for Necroing's channel. I'm Cooper, the stream from Sundays to Fridays. I have been doing Looney Tunes retrospective for the last nearly 6 months. This is game number 91 out of 103. We're getting there. Welcome, my friend. What were you doing? Oh, still doing... No, that's different. Flesh Meat Fear. Not familiar. Welcoming. What was your stream, my friend? Alright, so let's try this again. Hopefully not die immediately.
Bye-bye.
Are you... Are you kidding me? And then another loading to go 2 steps back.
Let's see them get out of this one.
You're good, just sleepy. Oh, well, that's the title of my autobiography. Okay, let's not fuck up the 3rd time in a row. There's a checkpoint right there. Your friend made you play Beyond All Reason for like 3 hours. That is beyond all reason. Yes. Okay, we got the checkpoint. Was it fun at least? Man, for 3 hours. I remember back in the day where I would be playing a game for like 12 hours and I still wouldn't want to go to bed. Nowadays, you play a game for 2 hours and you're like, ugh.
Steaming up my tail. What are you trying to do?
Totally shit. Right. I did hear about that. My bad. Yeah, I was very determined to nuke you. Music Fate. I did. I think I did see the Music Fate was streaming, but I wanted to go to bed early. Yes, I did.
Bye-bye.
What's going on, game? You meme the AI several times with stealth tank sneak attacks. You taunted it. It got angry at you. Okay, if oh, this okay. Oh, this is a lever right here. What am I doing? Okay, that looks like a robot crotch advancing. Okay. Camera, I'm trying to turn the rabbit season open. Why would you open the rabbit season? That makes no sense. Camera!
Sayonara, Doc.
Screen shake, everyone. Screen shake, screen shake. It dropped me. Oh shit. Okay. Where? Okay, here. Oh, we have full health. Oh, look, it's the robot. I can't hit it. You kill one boss and then the game decides to kill you with a suicide enemy. Caution, the spider is an erratic enemy. Erratics are made vulnerable if you dizzy them with a spin attack. Erratics. Boss that ate a full man. Ah, bullet sponges. Everyone's favorite. Oh, okay. Ah, it's timed. Ah, it's fine. Okay. Some reason the first time you fight it, that animation didn't trigger. Oh, that sounds like a Kinika's game. Okay. Yeah, he couldn't even do his monologue, and he was already dead. Poor guy.
Take life too seriously, you'll never get out of it alive. Oh, that's dead.
What?
Where are those confounded time machine plans?
Watermelon.
Eek!
Voices are still way louder than everything else. I feel like they don't belong in the game. Camera. Positively no swimming. Please no swim. I'm gonna have swimming.
Dios.
No, you don't. Okay. Did we get a checkpoint there? Oh,
Where are
here.
those confounded time machine plans?
Can I just skip?
Agony. Oh.
This guy is gonna take forever to kill.
Ow.
Maybe just skip it. Maybe just skip everything. This is stuff that we have already done. Do I try to make my way over there, or do I have to?
Little Pip.
Yes, Necroin, this game is also on the 360, but it's not available on digital storefronts, and I couldn't find a physical copy available, which is why we're playing the PS2 version. Yes, it's very late for the PS2. This game was also released on the
Damn it,
Wii.
those confounded time machine plans.
Now imagine playing this with a Wii gaming keys. No thanks. What is the Dawson arrow? I don't know, it was pointing down, but if you go down you die. This would be torture. Yeah. I talked about that at the start of this stream. Kind of reminds me of Force Unleashed. It has a Wii version that is obviously worse than the other ones because of motion controls. Maybe I just... Oh, I shoot that. That's a lever. But that's not enough. Is there another lever? Do I shoot it again? Well, maybe I can reach it. Just barely, okay. Careful, weak point. Aquatic robotic monster. We didn't even see the other boss that you hinted at. Grr. Eek! What was the weak point? It's the little thing at the top. Robot is the jaw. Evil periodic table. Okay, I don't know what else it's doing. It doesn't look relevant anymore. Okay, yeah. Logness. Okay, does that mean we have to rush? It's one of those rushing thingamajigs.
Ooh, I'm dying.
Those voices sound so wonky. They sound like they're not part of the game. Windows wants to update. What the fuck? I'm not interested. Can someone tell Windows I'm not interested? Of course it does. Yeah, like... They published this update somewhere
You are that guy.
calling Windows a agentic OS. That's the stupid world we live in right now.
So great.
Okay, do I jump on these instead of breaking them? Looks like it. Water closet? Looks like cozy. Okay, I assume the water stopped rising. Oh, he switched from the banjo to Oh, is that the green bar? It upgrades the melee weapon. Because now it's a full-on guitar. Acoustic one. Lost property. Come on! Okay, it reset. Thank you. Send receiver time space on off. Chrono reversal layer. Oh shit, a teleporter. Is the camera... Oh, here. Oh, no, no.
Oh.
Camera? This is 2007. They should have the camera figured out by now.
And yes, you know, my evil plan is unfolding perfectly.
Oh, okay. I see the lever. Did it work? Because the camera is not cooperating. Probably it's not reacting again.
Oh.
Yes, you know, my evil plan is unfolding perfectly.
Are you? Okay, it worked, I suppose.
Oh. Ready or not, here I come.
This is just... Oh, it's a different spot.
sort.
Yes. Is it? I'm not sure it is. Oh, guy has a key, okay. Yes, master bedroom. What did it? What is? Oh, there we didn't name guy.
How simply delightful.
End of the stage, and then just like that, just cut to, yeah, just cut to nothingness. Alright, I'm starting to just ignore the enemies because it's just repetitive to kill them. It's not engaging. Yeah, save? Yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. You have to confirm 3 times. At least the game acknowledges the bugs. Har har, welcome in, Captain Clever. Alright. And now we go for the boss fight, I presume, with the Loch Ness Monster. Almost down to single digit games to play, I'll have to retire. That's tempting. Yes. Yeah, we need, what, 13 games. 13 games, yeah. After this one, will be out of what one could kind of consider the more classic era of games. I feel like, I mean, retro can mean whatever to a lot of people. I tend to put up to PS2 on retro. Starting with PS3 is not quite retro for me, personally. So I feel like when we are done with this game, we move to the Nintendo DS. That's kind of modern-ish era. Alright, Loch Ness Monster. If you played as a kid, it's retro. I mean, I'm not... I think I've had this discussion before. I don't believe in hard limits for that stuff. Like, if you think it's retro, like, you can stream on the retro category. If people looking for retro games find your stream and they think and they agree with you, that's enough of a definition of retro for me. Can't wait for Fortnite to be retro. I mean, isn't Fortnite like, what, 7, 8 years old by now? I don't even remember. I never paid attention to it. I remember considering, before everyone knew Fortnite, I remember considering, oh, is this that new weird-ass genre? Before the Epic Game Store and everything. I'm glad it didn't waste my time. They might have to stop adding to the game for it to count. But then, is World of Warcraft retro? Is World of Warcraft classic retro? Is it pseudo retro? Is it vintage? I think it's very, very difficult. Like, it's not like sandwiches. Sandwiches are easy to define. Retro is a lot more complicated. Okay, I still can't select anything here. Silence. Okay, straight to the boss fight.
This promises to be fun. Okay, Max, stop pounding.
That's bait.
Yeah, it is. Yes. Congratulations. That boss health bar is budget. I'm glad there is one, but it's very budget. You have to bait it. And then you do this. Is that the boss fight? Is it just one more hit? Is this a modern boss fight? Okay, it's at least it's 4 hits, which is a weird number. You run across to bait it, and then I got hit. Why did I get hit? Man, I have to keep struggling with the camera. By the way, the game defaults too easy. This is on normal.
Kaboom! There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
That's one of the best Looney Tunes lines from forever. The earth-shattering kaboom! Reset wasn't damageless. I'll pass. Why is that thing on his side? The red alarm thing. That little light. It's weird because its weak point on the top of his head is not showing. Trying to understand. The camera is shit. The camera is shit.
Always me.
Keep trying to keep looking at the boss, and the camera keeps fighting me.
Because your moves are weak, babe, okay?
Jesus, isn't it early for that? It's a very specific attack that works against it. Yeah, this boss is basically learn to control the camera. You're not fighting the boss, you're fighting the camera. Okay, there's the earth-shattering kaboom. Camera takes no prisoners. Hello there, Galitap. You think you've played this? It's not bad, but it's a bit...
Ooh, an audience. Hey, what's the attraction, Doc?
That's for you guys. Your YouTube feed has entered the cursed phase again. I've never used a YouTube feed. I open YouTube on a incognito window just so it doesn't try to recommend me anything. This game in 2007 still doesn't control well. Yeah, I was talking about that. 2007 they should have figured the camera out. Danger, piranhas. Most cursed and rain city memes are on your feed right now. I'm so sorry to hear, my friend. Unless you enjoy those. Use free tube. Is that like a toothpaste? Sounds like the name of a toothpaste. How would I even reach that? Oh, you can be here. But you take damage from the piranhas, apparently. You do. Okay, and he's not lowering himself for me to hit it. Back to the camera being a bitch. There is a thing there. Oh, a gun. I think it's a gun. What is this? Does this heal me? No, it doesn't.
Because your moves are weak, babe.
Come on. No. I'm gonna have to add a cooldown to that. Okay, you guys are being mean. Enjoy some, but some are very cursed. It's very good at breaking.
You know, that math exam was a piece of cake, which was a kind of surprise because I was expecting some questions on a piece of paper.
That one is kind of cute. Oh, there is nothing here. Why is the ground so far away? Okay. Okay, this does damage. The audio is kind of breaking right now. Is it? No, it's not doing damage anymore. Oh, it did a lot of damage now. Can you look at the boss? Thank you. Okay, I cut his head off. It exploded. And the game freezes and then you get... Oh, cinematic with Taz. That Taz looks cursed. Ah, one of those, the stages with the...
Thank goodness we were able to steal the secret time machine plans from Dr. Frankenbeans, Marv.
Indeedy. Now we can build our own chrono reversalator machine. Well, here goes.
Let's hope there's still time to rescue our ancestors.
Hurrah! Our very own space-time portal! With my Time Telescope TV, we can spy on any time in the whole universe.
I know it's supposed to be just like, oh, the Tiny Toons. The Looney Tunes band together or something. It's so weird to see them. No, they're all around the table. They're like a Justice League of cartoon characters. What the fuck? Definitely a good game trademark. We had so much worse. I'm just glad it's not a collectathon. Popping like a vinyl record. It was very weird. It's supposed to be Marvin walking. It happened while we had the weapon locked on the enemy. The Looney Tunes circle. The Looney Tunes band. I'm getting... putting the band back together, guys. It's so weird, like, why do we have a Looney Tunes Justice League? And why doesn't Lego and Foghorn say anything on that cinematic? And for a second I thought Tweety was gonna die being sucked into the portal. That would be very good. Alright. We got score 1. Okay, do you want to save? Yes. Do you want to save? Yes. But do you want to save? Yes. People were doing auto-saving this era, and here comes Acme Arsenal confirming 3 times. Doesn't feel like a sliding puzzle will be short-horning this one. Hopefully not. Yeah. Okay, so we have unlocked this. Oh, we have unlocked the first stage on all of them except for... Oh, so we have unlocked like the first wave. So we have... We did 3 stages. We have 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 12, 15, 16, 18. 18 stages left to go, so it's a total of 21. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. The Forbidden Redeem. Yeah, I gotta find a Redeem where someone is bitching about a sliding puzzle. You're really sure you wanna save? Alright. Camelot of Trouble, the Muddy Evil Forest. You get Daffy and Marvin. Why can't I change? Why can't I change the characters? Why is it still Marvin as the backup guy? Maybe only the second player can choose. Yeah, whatever. Doctor.
Just a minute.
What? What?
It's a bit chilly out here. What?
Could you plug the second controller in after starting the game and play? Was it like some of the other consoles had to restart the game? Good question. I think you can. I think you can, because it's based off... Because the PS1 you could do that. Right, you have the famous Metal Gear Solid fight where you change during the game the controller from different ports. And with the Nintendo 64 you can't. Like, if you turn the console on without a controller in, you have to turn it off. You can't just plug it in. Def is just done. He is very done. We are not done, we still have 13 games, but Def is done. Beware, the footman grunt will parry your attacks while in his defensive stance. Okay, Daffy has a hammer. Daffy is very lanky. Daffy looks pissed off, holy shit. Psycho Mantis, I think. He's very upset, he is. Come on, give me a one-liner. Some of these animations are kind of good. Like, the animations in the game are fine. I have a problem with them. Game lacks a bit of polish. Okay, so Bugs Bunny has like 5 different lines he has in Idle. Daffy doesn't have any? Does this feel like a 2007 game to me? It does. It does. It feels like some unpolished stuff you would find on the Wii. Which is what it is on the Wii. I think it does. Like the mechanics of the gameplay, which is just like, here is a straightforward stage. And you have some combos to kill enemies, and it's like a Lego game. It's very modern-ish. There's a lot of lack of polish with some of its stuff, but that doesn't make it feel like of a different era. Also, this uses Game Brio, that's very 2007.
Let's see them get out of this one.
This would take so long if I did the enemies. Music is fine. It's very thematic. It works. So just ignoring all the combat. We are on the first stage. I spent 20 minutes doing combat and it was just mash a button until everything dies. I can do that, but it's just repetitive. Like, yeah, look, yeah. There, that's it, that's the part of the game we're ignoring. Well, if you just got here, didn't see it, but... Like, in the end, you lose health. That's what the combat does to you. You lose health.
Ouch!
The game punishes you by engaging in combat. Yeah, I was... Okay, that enemy went away. I was engaging in combat at first. Until I realized it makes the game worse. I thought we were gonna have a lot of different weapons that were fun to use instead of being just this melee-a-thon. Because you know it's called Acme Arsenal and it does advertise having 15 different weapons. Attention, the head of Hugo is his weak point. Arsenal. I mean, it's a different enough enemy that I might want to engage with it. Right, this one you have to. Some enemies have like this.
Appear to be terminated.
I fell through the ground. I fell through the ground and it killed me. Good game, very polished. Game design. That game design floating back there very slowly. It's that kind of game. It is. I am hitting its head, but it doesn't always care. Also, I have noticed that you can get the collectibles, but you can't see the collectibles that you have picked up on each stage, so there's no completion fun. You know, for those that like to play LEGO games to get every single collectible, which is what this game feels like it's trying to do by having a bunch of stuff that you can grab. Don't have a thing to see, like, it shows a summary at the end of the stage, but you can't like go back, oh, which stages I didn't get everything, which makes it pointless. Nothing on the pause screen. On the pause screen, no, it shows how much. Well, it does show the money, but you use the money to buy the other things. But I mean out of the stage. It doesn't store what you got on each stage. So there's no completion to be had. So all those little collectibles are kind of pointless. I am hitting him, right? He's doing that little flinch. That's me hitting him on the head.
Come on now, don't be bashful.
Don't be bashful. Okay, no, he has to blink red. So it's a different thing that I have to... I don't know where I am. I can't see myself. It has to be this attack. Okay. And sometimes it doesn't hit. Sometimes it just ignores. Is this feeling really unpolished? Yeah, that's the first thing I said about the game.
I have to do this to you, bud.
It is unpolished.
You like that?
And he just falls off. And we got the Warner Brothers key. We don't use it, it just opens the thing immediately. By the way, I had to lower the voice volumes a lot because they were like twice the volume of everything else. We playing the game and then suddenly voice line. It feels like the PS2 version is more of a port. I think it's the exact same as the 360, other than resolution. The knight is only vulnerable when his mace is stuck on the ground. Alright, chat. Do you guys enjoy figuring out boss fights and mini bosses? No. Alright, that's it. No. You're curious about the ear feeling because it almost feels like an early PS2 game that eventually got out the door before next gen showed up. In some aspects it does feel like early era PS2, but in general the overall package, in terms of how the game plays, it does feel like I don't know, if you look at a game which is a very good game from around this era, Wolverine, I don't know why that game came to mind. That game is like linear stages with melee combat like this. It's a very good game and it's very representative of its era. So in terms of gameplay in general feel, it does feel like 2007. In terms of graphics and polish and camera and controls, sure, probably not.
Here I am. Massacre started yet? Fireworks gone off? Balloon gone up?
That's a very big mace. I wish I could have it.
Pay the penalty. Hey, some more screaming fans. Think I could just ditch ya?
Alright, is that the stage? That's the stage. Alright, well, we're gonna be done with this game kind of quickly because the only thing that slows it down is the ungodly amount of enemies and just sheer repetition of the combat. But, you know, the game is harder if you do it like that because then you have to worry about your health. Save? Yes. 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 It's off. That's okay enough to me. Like it's... You know, you can't even see which ones you did, chat. You can't tell if you have done a stage or not. Like this we did, this we didn't. Is there a difference? No. The only difference is that this is locked if you haven't done this. Other than that, and it's not like you can see, like, did you do this stage? Like, if I select it. No, it's like you never did it, you can't. Oh, it lets you change the character if it is the second time you're doing the stage. Oh. Right. So that's the one difference. If you have beaten a stage and you try to replay it, you can choose the character. Because when it's the first time, like story-wise, there's a specific character that the cinematics refer to, I guess. That's so weird. Stat numbers respawn. Well, when you try to start the game, it shows up an image that says, you didn't do the tutorial, do you want to do the tutorial first? There is nowhere to choose to do the tutorial. Right, if I go back on the menus here, there is no option for that. And I said, sure. And the tutorial is just like, do this combo, do this combo, do this combo, do this combo. Now jump. End. And when you finish it, it shows the name of the stage. The tutorial stage is called Tutorial Bugs. No spaces, dashes, underscores, nothing. It's called Tutorial Bugs. And that's when I said, this is unpolished. It is a tutorial stage where you play as Bugs Bunny because it could have tutorials with different characters. They don't. So it's called Tutorial Bugs. And they show the name, like, sure, internally in the code it can be called that. You don't show it to the player. Of course you want to go back to stages. Right, if you want to do better than how you did the previous time that you can't see. So you can not update the stats on the stage because they don't exist. Then you can do it again. You see, it's not very well thought out. This game came out 2 years after the Xbox 360, why they were still making it for the PS2 at this point. What year? Hang on. Right, I was gonna say, because I was comparing this game to Most Wanted, because Most Wanted came out on the PlayStation 2 and on the 360. But that was 2005, it made sense. This game was probably just delayed 2 years and they forgot to finish it, to do the actual polish. Alright, let's get back to the game. Where is... Here, okay. Well, this game was... There is this one magazine I was talking about before. Game Informer on the January 2008 issue. He gave this game an award of #2 worst game of 2007. Simply nothing redeeming about Acme Arsenal's incredibly poor, woefully unentertaining use of a great license, absolute bore to play. Doesn't get nearly enough right to be anywhere close to average and becomes on the worst ending with a cavalcade of embarrassing glitches. Yeah. And I can already tell you guys that this game is gonna be like right in the middle of my ranking. Like it's not on the bottom half. It's still better than Taz Wanted. At least it has variety in characters. And the combat is repetitive, but which is what I said like at the start. Like the combat is fun, I said on the first level. But it's going to get repetitive. It did on the second level. So at least there's that. It's already has better combat than Taz Wanted, better levels than Taz Wanted, better controls and better camera. It's a better game than Taz Wanted, which is the other PS2 game we played. Taz games are in their own tier, I know. Next to sharing the screen and Michael Jordan, this game has to be the low point in Bugs Bunny Scrooge. Okay, that person has not played every Bugs Bunny game. Where are my rankings? What is the lowest ranking Bugs Bunny game on my list? Well, it's complicated because there are a few that are not quite games, like the Cartoon Workshop. And then there's Atari 2600 Bugs Bunny, but that's like unfair because it's Atari. And it's a kind of prototype. Bugs Bunny Birthday Blowout. Is this game really worse than Birthday Blowout? I think just on sheer content and cinematics and different characters and just, you know, boss fights, I guess. Taz Wanted, like... I don't know who was it that came around and said, no, this game kind of looks good. I think you're being too harsh about it. That final stage with that freaking sawmill, with the thing we had to keep bashing on the button for 3 hours.
Ow.
Oh look, the stage starts with you taking damage. And then you have a timed thing on the conveyor belts. Power Loader is the only thing good about that game. The best Tweety in all the retrospective. Okay, that's a bomb. Why? Wait, oh, okay. Whatever. Shrapnel, I guess. Okay, you have to open this. That's the sound of Daffy taking damage. Oh. I already lost all of my health. Oop.
Little do they realize, I have on my death-proof vest.
How do I get back up there? Like, for example, why is this open now? Why is it open? I thought I had to go back to open it. Why is it open now? Oh. Why is it open now? Like, I like how they did this thing where when oh, this glitchy sound is Marvin walking. I like when he's running they change his feet, but they could have gotten the feet to look proper. It's kind of like a half effort that feels more offensive. By the way, I just realized, and I shouldn't be surprised, if you look here at the back of the box and you look at the screenshots, look at the shadows. Look at the shadows of the characters. Now you go back into the game. And of course they don't have those shadows. It's like blob shadows, take it or leave it. That's a bullshot.
We negotiate?
Oh, my worst nemesis. Spaces between bars that I can't pass under.
Hi there!
The voices are so out of place in this game, though. They don't mesh with anything else. Rigged. Oh, okay, it opened, I guess. Got a checkpoint.
We negotiate? You admire me now.
These enemies are annoying. By the way, they couldn't get a melee weapon for Marvin. He uses his hands. They extend like Protoss side blades. My life for hire. Maybe the shadows in the 360 version. Sure, I did consider that, although I doubt they would look that good. But it's still a bullshot if you put that on the PS2 cover. What is this? Amiga screenshots on a Commodore 64 game? you buy a ZX Spectre and it has Amiga screenshots in the back. And it says screenshots from the Amiga version. Oh, but it's gonna be close to that, right? If you're not interested in combat, it's better off played on easy. It defaults to easy, yes. I mean, when I do have combat, I want it to be proper at least. Oh, I got this thing. Glitchy sound. Glitchy sound. Like some of those animations, that guy throwing the thing and then attacking, it's very good animation. Very telegraphed as well. Whoop. But the camera doesn't let you see the animations half the time. He's not getting his... Oh, now he got... Oh,
These ones certainly go out with a bang.
The bang. Marvin's voice is worse than my impression of it. At least Tweety's relegated to sign duty. At least he doesn't talk. Tweety talked in Taz Express. From the tutorial, from the very tutorial, it talks more than Taz in that game. PC Doom screenshots for the SNES Doom bugs. Is it? I believe the first time the term bullshot was used was complaining about the screenshots for a magazine, I think, promotional materials or flyers or something, for Alone in the Dark, where they edited the character's face. It looks a lot better on the screenshots they used at the time. And their excuse is that they hadn't finished the character models yet, so they just drew the faces in. Oh, the door is back. The gate is back.
Bye and good night.
Okay, they are on this stage, at least they are trying to force you to do the combat. And again, I don't think the combat is bad. I think it's fun. I do enjoy this style of combat. The Lego style of combat. It's just repetitive because the game is unpolished, so there isn't much balance. You can't do things a lot better than however you're doing them. That's only 5 shots. I wonder. Ah, this is the boxing glove. Okay. Okay, is it open now? It isn't. Can I punch it? There's a thing to punch on the other side. The glitch sidestepping sound, not as... Oh, you do hit it. Okay.
Ow!
This song reminds me of Mountain Blade. Barrel? 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 Okay. This one refuses. Is it propped on this one? It is, okay. All the money, yes. Wait! Hang on. Oh, look at the money counter on the top right when you get more money. Let me see if this guy drops some. Trying to kill it slowly. Okay. Like the counter, you know, cash registration for score where it does a thing where it rolls, and it's very good. Everyone likes that. And one of the ways you can do that is by making the number go up. Like you have a number, have a new number, and you just slot the new number like this. Or alternative, you can go down. For some god-ass reason, on this game, the number slides from the side. Did you see that? Like, let me see if I can drop a bunch of money here. And look at the counter on the left. Did you notice it? It flips from the side. It is like the most backwards thing. Like it's like they did all the work necessary for the cash registration just to fuck it up in the most original way possible. Let's see if I get money here so you guys can see. Yeah, see? It flips from the side. It's so backwards. Do I activate this somehow? You know, I should be playing this on the Wii so I could be like here, hey, punch, punch, attack, slice, punch, slice, and hit the microphone 5 times a second.
We do this already.
I didn't fall. I should be awarded with moving forward.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Ooh, yes.
Hi there! You admire me now? Ooh, ooh, ooh.
No! Impossible! Unthinkable! And yet it's true.
And yet it's true.
No! Impossible!
Again?
Unthinkable! And yet it's true.
Really? Already repeating that. The doors just open like a weird order. Just like, yeah, kill enough stuff and some door will open for you to progress. Like, who cares about consistency in design? Oh, I can switch between the weapons, okay. They open when they feel like it, yeah. It's pretty much. And that money cash registration bugs me more than it should. Like, yeah, this door didn't open, the other one did. So whatever. I thought... when I saw the promises for all the weapons and I saw the screenshots, I was thinking, you know, maybe this is like Ratchet and Clank. But the game was already panned by critics, so I... Wait, why is that not open? This has been activated. I like how they put the concept art on the posters. That's actually nice. They just clean up the concept art a little bit and reuse it for the posters. That's actually pretty smart. I did turn this. Yeah, I did. Do I have to... But I can't reach there unless maybe I... But I don't have enough ammo to kill both. Okay, did one of the weapons respawn? I did leave a boxing glove. There is that one, but that one costs money. I want to save my money. So we end the stage with money. Okay, is the thing open now? No, it's not open. But back in action is better than this, I'm afraid. What? Oh, isn't this where we came from? I was ignoring this because I thought that's where we came from. Apparently it wasn't. Cursed 3D Rex. Yeah. No, I insist that the problem with back in action is the padding. Unreasonable padding that was probably publisher driven. Animaniacs, Great Edgar Hunt was a lot better with that. I think between Back in Action and Great Edgar Hunt, you have an amazing game. If you get the right parts of each one. But I still think I enjoyed Great Edgar Hunt more.
You pesky earthlings again! Oh no! You admire me now! You admire me now. Owning time again.
And you just respawn right here
Pain, it hurts me.
with a different character.
Along,
Although this doesn't count. It doesn't count as a respawn because it has that weird structure where it's supposed to be played 2 players. So if you die, you just switch to the other one and you continue because you don't go back to the checkpoint. It doesn't count as a respawn. Yes, it doesn't count as a respawn. Once I figured out where to go in Edgar Hunt, it was a decent game. Yeah, and like, even though it can be very heavy-handed to have those unlockables that give you access to different regions, like some goddamn Metroidvania, it still worked fine on that game, even though some were very hard to find. Alright, Necroin, have a good sleep, my friend. You have to face Zork. You don't have to face Zork if you don't want to. I only played one Zork game back in the day. It was that one with the first one that had the FMVs, which I think is Return to Zork. I knew nothing about the series when I got to that one. Okay, so he also has a sign for Rabbit Season. So they forgot to give a different sign to Bugs. Because, sure, Daffy pulls up a sign saying Rabbit Season, that's fine. And then Bugs Bunny pulls a sign that says Rabbit Season as well, that's wrong. They forgot to add a second sign. Already call your friend for backup and return to Zork. Yeah, I didn't go very far when I was a kid. I didn't go very far as a kid. Might have done like 20% of the game tops. I rented it. So I definitely didn't have time to figure out. Don't even know if I had access to the internet at the time. Let's try spend 2 hours wondering what we were doing and laughing at the humor. That game is very humorous, yes. Is a rentable game? I don't know, they rented everything down here. I went to the store to rent a game and it was there and I rented it. I remember renting Duke Nukem Atomic Edition. You know what was the copy protection on Duke Nukem Atomic Edition? Because you could just copy the game to your drive and like use subs to create a virtual drive pointing to a directory and it would work. But the way the copy protection worked on that game, I'm not kidding, because I remember figuring it out and just being pissed off. It checks for a file on the CD and it checks for the size of the file. So the game takes like 50 megabytes or something, and it has a file on the disk that is over 600 megabytes. And it just checks, is there a 600 megabyte file on the D drive? So if you have 1600 megabytes on your hard disk, which I didn't have at the time, then you can just you beat the copy protection. I couldn't because I didn't have the space. The file didn't have anything useful for it. It wasn't used for anything in the game. And I remember, well, god damn it, I figured everything out, but I don't have the space. You could do ISO images mounting on MS-DOS. No, it wasn't ISO image mounting. DOS had a command called subst, S-U-B-S-T, where you could point a drive letter to a directory. So you said subst f c colon slash my drive, and then f colon would have the contents of my drive. So you could pretend it was a disk drive. As far as a game like Duke Nukem went, if you told, no, I installed this from the F drive, you wouldn't know the difference between a CD drive and a directory mounted subst. Thank you. I used subst a lot. There was also another DOS command which was very advanced, where you could mount a drive in memory, so you could create like a 16 megabyte RAM drive, which was very fast, of course. It was very useful, but I also didn't have 16 megabytes. My first computer had 8. And I remember being, oh, 8 megabytes, I can run everything on this. And then there were some Team Fortress maps for Quake that were too large and crashed the game. And then I had a friend that just came, rang the doorbell, do you want an 8 megabyte stick of RAM? And I'm like, sure, come on in, if I'm slotting my computer if it works. Didn't even care about speeds or compatibility, I just slotted it in and it worked. That's it. I'm sure I got lucky. Mount Vol, I don't remember. Wasn't there a command that was like RAM drive or something that sounded very similar to RAM drive? That's the command. I use it way less than subst, which is why I don't quite remember it. Do I? Okay, I don't know if I have to kill these two, but I'd rather do this while I'm...
You're despicable.
What? You guys remember that command that you had to run on DOS to take the needles away from the hard drive before turning off the computer? It had this fancy animation. That was pretty good. I still can't believe I managed to build like this complicated configs AutoExecBet multi-option configs to have enough memory to run the games with zero documentation, just looking at examples. With no internet, no documentation, man. We had a lot of patience. We just wanted to play the games. You speak of sorcery. You had forgotten about that. Yeah, there was a command that you ran and it showed like the needles going on the screen. And then it said, now you can turn off the computer. Man, back, for those of you that don't know, when Windows 95 was a thing and it had like... That was the first time most of us saw like, yeah, you have to turn off your computer properly. Alright. And then you would tell Windows to turn off the computer and it would show the turning off screen and it would go to this black screen with orange text. It is now safe to turn off your computer, and just stay there. Because power supplies at the time were too dumb. They couldn't receive a command to turn off. Nowadays you can tell a power supply to turn off, you can tell a power supply to restart. And everything. Back then, no, we're ready. Because it had a physical switch on the computer case. Like nowadays I have buttons, like you press, it's like stateless. Back then it was like a throw switch. Like it couldn't physically unturn itself. The orange text. I had to use a boot disk to get enough memory for MS-DOS to play Backgate. I had like 250s. Because that memory that you had trouble with was not RAM. It was the conventional memory, expanded memory, which was limited to 640 kilobytes. Where you had to store like drivers and stuff. I don't remember the specifics of it. I remember it was annoying. It didn't matter how much RAM you had. It's not what that was all about. Okay, where do I go? Do I just drop there and hope for the best? That's a fun weapon. Can I have it? The screenshots from cartoons on the walls. I can. It's infinite ammo. It's also very useless. It looks great, but it doesn't do anything. Is that from any cartoon? Why is there a sword? Is this sword added later? What the hell is that? Conventional memory. You miss the switches. Your case button isn't a hair trigger. Yeah, I don't like modern buttons, but then again, you can just set it up to not do anything. Technically, there's a switch for the power, but it's in the back. Yeah. Yeah. Not every power supply has it, most do. I had one that had one of those on the inside of the case. Like, it had a throwable power switch, but it was on the inside of the case. So if you had to permanently turn it off manually, you had to open the case and stick your finger in. I think a master box is a button on the power one. It clicks when you press it. It's talking to that sword. It looks like it's arguing, yes. Guys, remember the turbo? I remember I didn't have the turbo button and I wanted to play CD Man, which was this Pac-Man clone for DOS, and it ran too fast. And then someone hooked me up with a software that started a program, but it consumed cycles, CPU cycles, so it would slow down the program. There's another coyote talking to a sword, but slightly different. Why is that a theme? I can't read that.
Hey, some more screaming fans!
Woohoo, woohoo, we got a little freeze there. And getting these little freezes on real hardware is so jarring. It feels like shaders stutter before shaders. It is, it is.
Yet it's true.
My PS2 is fine. It doesn't read discs anymore. His anger the sword he might have. Coyote is very good at angering folk. Poor guy just wants lunch. You know, so many Looney Tunes cartoons wouldn't exist. So many characters would never come to be if people just had access. If they just had food security. Like, it's a story of how hungry some of those characters are all the time. It's kind of sad if you think about it. He's dropping the sword in reverse. Again, I know I said this plenty of times, but the combat is kind of enjoyable. So I'm kind of engaging with it, not because I have to, but what is that link?
Save me, pal.
What is that?
Rat.
I don't know, but it died immediately. Oh, I hit it on the dick. I'm sorry, dude. Sorry. Are you okay? Fuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. I'll just go. What is the fuck is that? New character skin unlocked. Oh, we can play as the Dodgers. Oh, that's awesome. Glitchy sound, everyone.
King's friend ring. King's friend
Look
ring.
at that number on the bottom left, because it's pulling from the sides. The same issue as with the
King's
score
friend ring.
counter. Pretty sure Sylvester just wants tweet to shut him up. Who doesn't?
King's friend ring.
Are you dying at some point? Is this just an exercise in futility?
My laser.
Worst 3D flamethrower you've seen. It is pretty badass. Also, I'm not doing damage to it anymore. No, there. I think he has to be down. But the camera, can I look at the... Can I see the enemy?
Oh no. King's friend ring.
At least we get to play as Marvin. I always wanted to play as Marvin.
My laser.
That my laser line has zero context to go with it.
Because your moves are weak, babe, okay? Yeah, your moves are weak.
I'm gonna disable that. Deliberately punches Robo Grind. Maybe. He was in a lot of pain.
And good night.
You haven't used it yet. That was like the third or fourth time. I don't care who uses it. I'm blaming you. Okay, he...
Stand pain. It hurts me.
He is damaged.
Be bashful.
Bashful. You can see the electricity crackling near his neck. I should get these back because I think they are melee power. Wait, do I have to unlock it again? I think it didn't send me a message for unlocking, so I think it was... It just respawns it, but it doesn't matter.
Must pay the
Wouldn't make sense to unlock a skin twice. You should stop bullying me so much. Ah, if you're having fun, it's fake bullying, it's fine.
Must pay the penalty.
And then he uses that as permission right away. Outstanding. He's taking damage because he's now kind of yellow, like just like the other characters.
Come on, sucker! Come on now, don't be bashful.
Alright. Alright. He's dead. Going to the bit. Lost the game. 30 seconds until my favorite routine. Okay, I beat the boss. Know what? Oh, there's a checkpoint here. Okay.
Because your moves are weak, babe, okay? Yeah, your moves are weak.
Yeah. There's a lot of enemies. Imagine if I could just dodge all of them. No, I have to engage, okay. Now this is just dumb. Let's put as many enemies as the engine allows.
Worse? Not sure how exactly.
Hi there!
It was playing. I was already controlling Marvin and it was still playing Daffy sounds for like 2 seconds. You forgot to change the sounds right away. Sounds pretty Looney. It is.
My laser!
What laser? What are you talking about?
No!
Oh, the actual boss fight. That is very lousy. And then it just starts.
Oh no!
So that's Daffy Duck as a king. If we were playing with Daffy Duck, that would we have 2 Daffy Ducks on this scene right now? You play a Looney Tunes Warriors game. We need a Looney Tunes Warriors crossover. Yes. Why did it just... Did it just do a 5-second cinematic showing the king saying nothing? As if to say, here, approach the only thing on the... Or is Lola Bunny? Well, that... You know, even if this game has rhythm qualities, it doesn't have Lola. But seriously, it just... Did a cinematic. You killed everything. Here's the king. Did you see the king? He's there. Alright? Alright, and cinematic. And there's the sword.
Come to daddy. Sing, my sword.
Because your moves are weak, babe, okay? Yeah, your moves are weak.
Everyone's a critic.
Okay, that was pretty dumb. But okay, here's the thing. We're going back. It's not properly... To Death to Fears. It's not properly explained. But we're going back in time to save our ancestors. So that's old Looney Tunes Daffy King. And then modern day Justice League Daffy Duck went back in time to save old times Daffy Duck. That's why there's two of them. It's not very well explained, but I think I managed to put it together. I remind all the times where a door randomly opens and giving no indication. Yeah, that was the entire... I respawned 8 times. Like, how do you get... I know it's just numbers, but how do you give someone 140 coins, 42 Illudium, and 57 score? What is 57 score? What is that? What is that number? You should be like 57,000. Okay, that's a score. The score. What is my score? How many points did I score? I scored 57. What is that? Needs to have me to make sense for it. Yeah, you're welcome. He did say that on the cutscene. He kind of did, yes. Daffy, that's the name of the stage. I forgot to point it out. That's where it said tutorial bugs before. That's the name of the stage. That stage is called Daffy. Save. 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 Why wouldn't you want to save? Like, what do you lose? Are you sure you want to override the save where you can do all this exact same shit as before, except that one stage will be locked now? Hello there, Big Fatty Plus. How I'm doing? I'm doing fine. It's fine. It's fun. I'm having fun. This game is not the worst game of 2007. According to Game Informer, it's the second worst. So it's fine. It's not that bad. I don't know what they were on. Okay, so... can you guys remember what we did? We did these 2 stages and these 3. I know it's not obvious. But the difference is that now we can choose, and here you can play as Duck Dodgers. You can have Daffy Duck and Duck Dodgers. Alright. It took these many games for them to let you play Duck Dodgers in a game that has a bunch of Looney Tunes characters, not a Duck Dodgers game. We saved Daffy's ancestor from losing his sword. Yeah, I think that's it. Second worst, yeah, Game Informer published a list of the worst games of 2007 in January 2008, and this was number 2. I think they clearly didn't play some of the stuff we have played, but his movements have been decided less than strong. Duck Dodgers! Yeah, my moves are weak. Alright, now How the West Was Wonderful is just one stage called Low Noon. Which, yeah.
Because your moves are weak, babe, okay? Yeah, your moves are weak.
Okay, Okay, I'm looking at it. I have a button. If I click this button, that redemption gets disabled. I'm not pressing it yet. Alright? Not pressing it yet. You still can't change characters. The game has like 800 characters in the Looney Tunes Justice League. But it's only Bugs, Daffy, and Marvin. And I can't change here. So yeah. We'll be disabled with you.
What an ignoramus.
We need us a posse. Get in there, greenhorns.
Boot Hill. 1 foot. Yes. Boot Hill 1 foot, yes. It wasn't that high off the ground for all of the... Whatever. They went through the ground there. Yeah, I happened to me as well. See, this is why Imperial foods, Imperial units still exist. Not worth it. Seriously, how do you tell someone's height and you have to use two different measures for it? It's so many feet and so many inches. Like, why? Why can't you say 5.8 feet? What's wrong with people? Hit me. How many centimeters tall are you? I'm 170 centimeters tall, or 1.7 meters. Okay. And then what? And then I go here. Is that a lot? It's 5.9, I think. 5'9" or something. I don't know. I converted it once and I don't get it. It's not a lot for European standards, but it's above average for Brazilian standards. I'm the tallest person in my immediate family. It's a big number, bigger than 5 feet, 6.5. See, it's too much work to describe one's height in freedom units. Mighty big gun you have there. It is. The best kind. You don't have to shoot, you can just do that. Ah, that was... okay. I don't know. Metric system is illegal. I'm ashamed for learning it. Man, what about... why the fuck do you guys say month, then day, then year? That's all fucked. Stick... you have to stick with one order. Okay, either you go from smallest to biggest or the other way around. You don't change your mind in the middle of the date. Unless it's for drugs. He's inside the ground. They didn't even pull him high up enough. He's flying with the thing clipping through the floor, man. If you're gonna talk about values smaller than an inch, you gotta use barley corns. I wouldn't be surprised if that was... isn't there like somewhere in the world where at some point people were weighted in stones? Like, I don't know about you guys, but I've handled many stones in my life. They're not all the same weight. Same for feet. I've seen plenty of feet. They're not all the same size. Those measures make no sense. Fractions aren't hard, but putting the decimal in usually means I'm getting to stupidly small increments. Stone is part of imperial weight. Oh, so only like very important people are weighting stones. This from a place that has only one stone. Alright, I guess.
Revolting development method.
Okay, for this I might need the gun. I'm gonna use the entire gun and not shoot the actual target because he's aiming at those other things. There isn't even a sound when the thing activates. Just because you say November 13th, so you write just naturally put down. But it's wrong, Battle Mario. Ask anyone, it's wrong. Like, you then say to 2025 November 13. Don't say November 13, 2025. It's November 13, 2020. No. That's a roller coaster of a date. Cease and desist. .165 is a measurement you dealt with fairly regularly. I believe you. I know what day it is when the month and day are the same number. Yeah, or when the day is above 12. If someone says 5/8, I have no idea what day that is, I'm not guessing. What you wanna know is when are we gonna switch time units to something decimal? Yeah, no, that's very fair. I think we need to fix dates and times in general. Like, I know it's fancy to have 60 minutes to an hour, 60 seconds, and 24 hours to a day. It's very fancy, but it's unproductive. And I also think, I've had this conversation with you guys before, I think time zones are dumb. We shouldn't have time zones. We should decide on a time and it's the same time for everywhere. That's it. Which means that, you know, 11 a.m. in some place is gonna be morning, in some place is gonna be night. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It means that if you want to do something during the day, that's gonna be different times depending on where you live. Like, we're too focused on, oh, 12 p.m. the sun needs to be high in the sky. Who cares? Most of us don't even look at the sky anymore. The few people who care, like the people who work with, like, farming, those people can, they probably use they already use their own measurements for everything, so whatever, they can do whatever they want. Don't need to settle everyone else with the responsibility of having to deal with time zones just because of that. Okay, maybe I can. Can you? Thank you. Okay, but where? What opened? Like something, every time you do one of those, something opens. Good luck finding what. 15 Earth time, there you go.
Because your moves are weak, babe, okay? Yeah, your moves are weak.
Alright, I'm not disabling it. You guys are having too much fun with it. Holy shit. Introduce a new calendar, it's your life's work. I would, so if it makes sense. If it makes sense, I'll support it. Alright, for it to make sense, I want Zero to be at Big Bang. Or something reasonable, like... I don't know what other times are reasonable. But not like some random ass boring event that might not actually have happened, like... Well, you don't even have year zero technically, right? There's no such thing as year zero, is there? I think. And of course there has to be a race started zero. There, that's where we go. If the game lets me.
Ouch!
Your time zones are weak. Time zones are weak in general. They're an artifact, just like having 12 hours, 24 hours, 60 minutes, all of that. I think it's one of the most valuable endeavors for mankind to do once we stop fighting amongst ourselves, is to everyone get together and let's fix this shit. What is that? What is that? Stop, go. It said go when there were things in the way, so I don't know. This thing seems broken to me. I'm just going and hoping I get lucky. I did.
Revolting development this is.
Checkpoint reached. Hit me, I'm trying. There we go. And I think this opened. And here's another checkpoint. Math is fake. Trying to explain things with math is often a foolish endeavor. Math only serves to describe things that were human-made.
Give me a chance.
Oh, that is that guy.
Oh.
So when people complain about math, they're usually... Oh, you can just keep the... That was an accident. I was just checking. Oh, hi. It's a Roadrunner. Thank you. I enjoy seeing the Roadrunner. That little test
Your moves are
screen.
weak, babe, okay? Yeah, your moves are weak.
Who did we save, by the way? Did I already forget we had to save someone on each of these? Taffy. That's the name of the stage. No, that isn't. I don't get it. No, the previous... Why... But Tutorial Bugs was called Tutorial Bugs. I'm being that jelly. Yeah, though the game is very weird. Like, okay, here's the boss fight. There is an arrow pointing to a thing. So, okay, let me go there first. Then I'll check the boss. I go there, the stage ends. Too much polish. Maybe if you look at the credits, there are some Polish people that worked on this. That's as much polish as you're gonna get. There was maybe one Polish guy. I do like math. I don't always get it, but I do like math.
Here we go, pal. I hope it's the right apartment, Michael.
So do I.
Good grief.
Zofair, thank you so much for the gift sub, for the 10 gift subs. Are you kidding me? We got a level 3 raid string. Enjoy your ad-free viewing and emotes, Lemon Leper, Arafa, JSD, Viscount, Derossi Gust, Kibitz, Fsectu, MP83, Little Mushroom Dude, and Thorin 181. Zofair, thank you so much. Jesus, where is it? Thank you so much for the double nice plus 12 gift subs gifted so far in my channel. I did it? Did that? Wait, didn't that hit the sub goal as well? The thing didn't even update. Hang on. Thank you so much, my friend. That's incredibly generous. Yeah, it's we did hit the target. We holy shit, where's my thing? I think it might be broken. Thank you so much. Alright, do you find that I have more energy to clean my house when I do math? No? Jokes that happen during this game specifically. You feel like I deserve it almost through the retrospective. That's still very generous of you, my friend. I appreciate it a lot. Holy shit. Alright, let's keep going. Let's keep going. I mean, it's not... I appreciate... Do you want to save? Are you sure? Are you sure? What do you lose? What could you possibly lose by saving? It's literally... Some levels might be unlocked. You can still redo them. It doesn't change anything. Okay, so we did all of these. Now this is... Why... Is... And I had this question before, I just didn't bring it up. Why is mission 4 called bonus content? It keeps going afterwards. This was unlocked from the start, by the way. Like at the start, when you start the game up, there's only 2 missions you can play. This one, the very first one, and bonus content. I don't get it. Is it one of those things where like the Xbox 360 version has like DLC?
Because your moves are weak, babe, okay? Yeah, your moves are weak.
Is that a weird thing where like on the Xbox 360 version we have that pre-ordered from Best Buy DLC that gives you bonus content, and on the PS2 version, because it has no support for DLC, they just included it? That's my best explanation for it. Override the past to save the future. Alright, bonus content. Okay, this doesn't have a cinematic for it. It has a timer. So do I.
Good grief.
Level 4 hype train. That's a multi-track drifting hype train. That's our new record. Never hit hype train level 4 before. You guys are freaking awesome. Shinlock Densetsu, thank you so much for the 6-month sub, my friend. Really appreciate having you here. Big Fatty Plus, thank you for the bits. So many lawsuits against Michael. Yeah, technically there's 11 cars up there just from today. You're welcome, Speedy. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, that hype train alert is very, very rare. If it has played exactly 4 times. How do you go? Oh. I presume this is not what we do, but the Ranger. Yeah. But the thing is, you have to press triangle to go and cross to jump, so I have to hold 2 fingers to the controller or something? Is that from the new train? No, that's a very old meme. It's a... what? It's a interpretation from the very old multi-track drifting meme. If you look up online, multi-track drifting, it's like this spoof manga, which is kind of like what is the name of that anime with cars? Something D? Yeah, with cars and drifting. Initial D. It's this spoof manga which is Initial D but with trains instead of cars. And they have the multi-track drifting joke in there. It's kind of impossible to see those things before they pop up. Like this. But this is bonus content, we don't have to do this, there are no cinematics involved, it doesn't unlock anything. It's very... it feels very glitchy as well. Oh, it's an actual loop. Checkpoint, okay, so there are checkpoints. Look at this jump. It's so glitchy. Ah, I saw it's too late. Another checkpoint. Pixar anime cars. Need bonus. This is weird. Also, you can jump, but I haven't found a use for jumping yet. Another checkpoint. You're gonna run out of time and go back to the previous checkpoint. That's it.
A mushroom walks into a bar, sits down, and orders a drink. The bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve mushrooms here." The mushroom says, "Why? I'm a fun guy."
I like that one. I'm a fun guy. That's good because that's the kind of joke you can tell a kid and they're gonna enjoy themselves. Hype chest? I got a down bad emote. So it's like a very sad choo-choo. I should add the one from NX. Ah, that one, I left a lot of that one. Okay, now there is use for jumping. Knock knock. Who's there? Tank. Tank who? You're welcome. I love that one was amazing. People didn't like it as much as I did. You know, this kind of looks good. It controls like crap. It's not fun gameplay, but it looks really good. Like, it's a game that demos well. Like, if you show someone, hey, look at this stage, and you play it perfectly, it looks alright. Cute. He's holding the little horn. Alright, Wild Rocket. That's the name of the stage in the game files. Wild Rocket. We got 0 everything, 14 response. Can we take those response with us to the next stage? That counted as 14 response. Yes, it did. save, yes, yes, yes. Okay, and it goes back to the start, so you have to remember what you did. Every time, okay, so the old devil, which is probably gonna be Taz. But Taz is we're not gonna spin. It's going to be the same controls as every other character, they're all the same. Okay, so we're gonna do Pterodactyl Treetop Terror. Oh, and this is... Oh, these are all locked. Alright. Taz is here, yes. There. It's Taz on Leghorn Foghorn. Alright. Man, that 3D Taz, I don't know about you guys, but the way his leg is set up, he looks like he's some kind of human with like the shittest fursuit ever. And that leg is kind of like, I don't know. That's showing his strut. Yeah, it's weird. Those are DLC. Coming to Tasmania. 200 Brazilian PC before cartoons. Ah. That's your first son. Oh look, it's Angry Birds. That's a very sad spinning. Okay, so like caveman Taz. Finally, Leghorn Foghorn says something. Run, I say, run for your lives, and that's it. That's all the voice works for. I'm sure there's voiceovers for him when you're playing as him. Yeah, stampede everyone, you have to run, okay? We have to run, we're gonna die. Gonna get trampled, okay? Can you see the urgency here? Right after the cinematic, we are about to die. Any moment now. Like if you look, don't even look back. Wait. Why do you have a cinematic that says, yeah, here's a stampede coming, and then there's just stay there. Give him a couple bajillion years. Okay. They put in the extra work just to make Taz unique. He can spin. Every other character plays the exact same. They gave a spin to Taz. At least there isn't like an energy bar or anything. And then he attacks. Oh. Of course Taz has to spin, but come on, every other character is the same. He doesn't spin in Loons. Maybe it's a good spin. I think it's the circular attacks from the other characters. So it's kind of nothing, he just pushes them away a little bit. It's fine, I did meme a little bit because Taz. That was very loud. Look at the guy's nakedness under the thing. Oh, they're all robots. It's fine, chat. We're not killing people. They're all robots. Oh, his double jump. He does a spin in the air. You know what? You know what? This is the best 3D Taz we have seen. It is better than the one in Loons. It's better than the one in Taz Express, of course. It's better than the one in Taz Wanted. It's simple, but it's way more functional. It's one of the best Tazes we have seen. This is the final Taz. No, we have a... As far as Taz games go, it's again, there's a part on the song where you have Taz going... Did you hear that? It's going to come again. But there is a Taz game coming for the DS where you have to spin Taz on the touchscreen. I want to hear the... Where is it? No. They put that in the middle of the song. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, the farting! Good lord! Taz Wanted had so much unnecessary farting while jumping, like once or twice as a joke, like once per minute as a joke it's fine, but every single time! That's so good. Why is that so loud? You can't kill enemies by spinning, by the way. Like, if you spin, you just push them away. So it is, by definition, also the weakest spin in any of the Taz
Your moves
games.
are weak, babe, okay? Yeah, your moves are weak.
That guy has the key. The Warner Brothers key. Yeah, right, you're talking to Taz. Right. Sure. I buy that one. I'd buy that for $1. Oh, it's that... He did that when he was hit in the air. I did not turn it off, no. You wouldn't be able to redeem it if I had turned it off. I wouldn't let you guys waste the points. That seems very happy. Why is that so loud? Oh look, it's an angry bird.
He has seen the future, and it's not real.
Not real, chat. So loud. I like this song actually. Alright, now we go for Leghorn Foghorn.
Let's see them get out of this one.
Ranger. Yeah. It's Hagar, everyone. It's a Hagar character. Hey, come on. Dying doesn't matter. This is kind of cool. I think Leghorn Foghorn is probably like my second or third favorite character. I didn't like him as a kid. I've come to appreciate him as an adult. Is that was secretly the best one of the whole game? It has Taz. It is very fun, yes. I feel like he has the proper size and complexity considering the camera constraints. We're gonna get a Looney Tunes character tier list at the end. No, because look, I know we talk a lot of shit about Taz. Taz is one of my preferred characters on Looney Tunes, like top 5 or top 10. It's just his games. It's not the character's fault. Taz is a fun character.
Your moves are weak, babe. Okay? Yeah, your moves are weak.
Yeah, Tweety is throw in the garbage can tier.
Let's see them get out of this one.
He does an elbow drop!
Oh!
Hang on! Leghorn Foghorn does an elbow drop. Hang on. That's too good. Look, he doesn't... He does an elbow drop! Freaking Hagar all over the place, man. All that we need is some command grabs. It's really the Hagar, precisely, yes. So good, man. Foghar Leghar.
How simply delightful.
But you know what? I could do a Looney Tunes character tier list. For the.
Fortunately, I always carry a spare set of feathers.
We respawned under the bridge. Is that gonna keep happening? We respawn. We respawn.
Let's see them get out of this one.
Okay, I have to find the key. But on the last stream for the retrospective where I do the ranking, I could also do a tier list. Get a list of characters from Looney Tunes, Tiny Toons, and Animaniacs, and just do a tier list and go through it very quickly. Just talk about it for a moment. I think that might be fun. This song is so fun. Little fart in the middle. Oh, wait, I die. Some wish for being the best level. Having Leghorn Foghorn elbow dropping elevates the stage. Look at that animation, so smooth. Huh? Okay, let me kill this guy before I die again. Okay, let's appreciate it. Man, this version of Leghorn Foghorn is all business. So good. Hello there, Janky2. 45 minutes of shitting on Tess. No, Tess is high on my tier list. We're not talking about the games on that tier list. She can be distracted while waiting for the dungeon finder queue to pop. Are you queuing as DPS? Is it still... Is it like 25 minutes? That's like most of the reason I didn't run as DPS. Even though my damage was way better than my... On some characters was way better than the other stuff. Like the game didn't want good damage.
I say, oh.
I say, oh. Get the feeling some of the dialogue might be cut off. Like as a game bug. The camera there, I can't even follow up where I'm going. Leghorn ain't got a little time for bullshit. Yeah, I think it's... I know how it goes with those queues. And then they added... it wasn't always like that. It's been like that for a while now. They added a thing where you could queue as multiple things. So, you know, whatever needs you the most. And some characters, of course, you can queue as all three. Like the fully hybrid classes. Are we supposed to get on that somehow? Do I don't know where the game wants me to go. You don't want to lead as a tank, you're too shy. You know what? I know what you mean by that. But the truth is, most people don't care that much unless you're talking about... But then it wouldn't be the dungeon finder. If you were talking about mythic dungeons, then yeah, I wouldn't... You couldn't pay me to tank one of those. I almost died, but I still survived. I don't know if this is where I have to go, but... No, no, no! Glitch! He glitched! Maybe it wasn't here. Rabbit season. Why is everyone wanting for it to be rabbit season? Even Bugs Bunny wants rabbit season. I don't get it. We usually play best as healer support. Near the end of my World of Warcraft career, I did end up gravitating towards healing. But for most of it, I was... Well, most of it, that's relative. I was main tanking on raids and dungeons for a very long time. Then I had a DPS stint. And then I moved to healing. For the most part, I did play multiple characters. I say in terms of like main raiding stuff. Is this where we came from? Is this where we're going? There is a... Isn't this where we came from? It is. But you can't get a wrong checkpoint. No, there is a sign for the bird. There is a bird, maybe two? Do I wait for the... Oh. Camera. Okay, you just wait an ungodly amount of time. Are you gonna... Can you hit the guy instead of... I almost fell! Okay, so we want that bird. And I think... But where does it take me? Oh, there. Okay. Back when played Dungeons & Dragons Online, the regulars were always happy when you were in the party. I was usually well wanted in my groups. I knew the fights. I was playing World of Warcraft for over a decade. I did end up as guild leader and raid leader. Guild leader, yes, raid leader most of the time. I didn't like being a raid leader. Too much work. Okay, the camera tried to help me. It's not really helping me because it's hard to judge. I'll try my best. I'd rather die so I go back to the checkpoint.
I say, oh.
Yeah, just stay here and die. I won't go back to the checkpoint. Why do you have to load so much just to go back up there? The 400 just back the ground. Probably she can do that. Yeah, see, and come on, that's lousy game design, right? Oh, die! It's better to die twice. Did I salvage it? I did. Like putting the player in a situation where dying twice, just standing still and dying twice is just more efficient. Okay, it's doing things. Okay, end of the stage. Do I save? Yeah. Nah, maybe not. No, I think I'm sure. Well, it's asking me again. Maybe I shouldn't. Alright, and it goes back. Why does it? It's a lack of polish. Why does it always go back to the very first stage on the list? Right, everything ahead is still locked. So we're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 stages. We had 21, 24 or something. We're kind of halfway done. It's funny because everyone that weren't familiar with you were at least happy to have your cleric in the party. Man, cleric is such a fun class in every game where it's done properly. It's one of my favorites, clerics and bards. This is the Full Metal Omelette. That's a good name. Okay. But I'm gonna stop the timer here. 3 hours 15 minutes. And we're going to be coming back to this game tomorrow.